I'm actually just the guy that sits in front of the camera. It's everybody else that makes me look good.
I want my Kuwait brakes.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Doug Tex Talks. Last week we were talking about a 2000. What was it? 2000. It was a 2000 Jeep Wrangler. We had a great time with that one. Tonight we're going to be talking about a 2009 F-150. Now, I know what you're saying. You Chevy guys, you're killing me out there. We'll get to you. Don't worry. We're not going to leave you out. All right? And you Ford guys, don't try to make them look too bad, okay? I'm just kidding. Hey, so tonight we're going to talk a little bit about the history of the F-Series pickup truck. Started in 1948. It was an F-100. It was insanely popular back then. You back there in the day, you had to move a lot of stuff. You did your farming. You did a lot of moving of equipment and stuff like that. If you had a business, so pickup trucks became real popular real fast. So in I think it was, let me check here, 1975 was the first F-150 rolled off the assembly line in 1975. And instantly was a hit with everyone, even the Chevy guys. Did you know that there was 13 generations of Ford F-Series pickup trucks? 13 generations. I don't think anything's ran 13 generations of anything. Can you believe that? That's an insane amount of vehicles over a huge span of time. Now, right now they have a little temporary lapse in production of the F-150, but it is back. They're still making them. So don't worry, you Ford guys, you Chevy guys, you got a lot to worry about. They're bringing out some great stuff right now. The F-150, the all-new one, is got great reviews. So those are going to be in the future the used truck that you're buying.
I want my Kuwait brakes.
We're going to talk about the F-150 a little bit. They had several different, in the generations of trucks, they had trucks in between there. They had camper specials. They had trailer specials. They had the one called the Night Series, and that was only for a few years. And then we had the SVT models. And then the SVT Supercharged water truck. Super awesome truck, super fast, was a huge hit. Like with anything else, they quit making it. Just drives up the cost of those used ones. What to watch for on when you're buying a 2009 F-150. Make sure you get the truck that you want. Don't settle. Please don't settle. These things are expensive, used. So get the one you want. Get the color you want. Get the model you want. There's several different ones out there. You want a crew cab, you want an extended cab, regular cab, or a four-door. You want a long bed, short bed, four-wheel drive, two-wheel drive. Whatever your needs are, don't settle. That truck is out there, and it's out there for you. There's a lot of places you can check. Some of the things that we need to watch for when buying a 2009 F-150 with the 5.4-liter V8. There's a few little issues they have with these trucks. A lot of them I see that come into the shop here have 300,000+ miles on them, and they don't still use any oil. It's a great engine. The one problem they did have with these things is the spark plugs. We all know about the spark plugs. You Chevy guys, shut your mouth. Don't make fun. You got your day coming. Now, the F-150 has an inherent problem with the spark plugs of the 5.4 flying right out of the head when you're driving down the street. It's not something that you can do anything about. It was a design flaw. There is a fix for it. When you pull your spark plugs out, you put a Champion one-piece spark plug back in there, and this will eliminate any problems that you had with the spark plugs flying apart. Now, there is another issue with the spark plugs. There's only about 3 to 4 threads in the head that hold that spark plug in there. If it is not properly tightened down to the exact spec that Ford gives you, it will get loose and fly out and rip the threads out of there. I know it sounds bad. It's not that bad. They make a fix for that too. Dorman makes a piece that threads right in there, right down in the hole. You take a larger piece, put it down on there, smack with a hammer. It seats it. Put your one-piece Champion in there. You're problem-free forever, because now you don't have to worry about the threads coming out. You don't have to worry about the spark plugs breaking off in the head. But if you've got one that's around 200,000 miles, it's probably been done once, because you should be tuning up your F-150 at about 100,000 miles. We recommend 80 because you start losing mileage and you don't want to do that. The next thing we're going to talk about on the F-150 is the timing chain, cam phasers, and the cam phaser electronics. They have a little bit of trouble with these. They're not on every vehicle, but the ones that are higher mileage, that did a lot of towing, that did a lot of off-road stuff, and a heavier duty application, they have a little bit of problem with the chains. Not everyone has this problem, but there is fixes out there for those too. You can do a cam phaser delete kit. You can just replace all the timing chain components. You're back up to 100%, no problems. Now, these are things that normal vehicles don't have to do. We don't usually put chains in trucks, but this was a problem they had with these things. And one of the biggest problems they had was the spark plugs. So we got spark plugs, timing chains, a little bit of an issue. The other thing that a Ford has as an issue is their suspension. They usually wear the inside edge of the tire before the outside edge wears. There's nothing you can do about this unless you want to drive around with a refrigerator plunked in the back of your truck all the time. That's the only way to fix it. Put extra weight in it, pushes down on the suspension, evens out the load on the tires. I don't want to drive around with a refrigerator in my truck all the time though.
I want microwave brakes.
These are the things that you want to do and you want to keep up. You want to have regular oil change intervals on this. Whatever they say it is, I'd knock 500 miles off that and do my oil changes then. You can never change the engine oil too early, even if you think, oh, I got 700 miles left, but I'm going to be out of town. Go ahead and change that oil anyway, because you tell you what, it's going to save you in the long run. And whatever the recommended oil is, make sure you're putting that in there. If you've got a 530 engine, don't put 1030 in there. Don't do it, because if you do, you're going to be buying these timing components I talked about a lot earlier than what you should have. Okay? The oil viscosity, your 1030s, your 1040s, your 520s, your 530s, these are all different weight molecules. If they can't get in these cam phasers and these actuators and do their job to adjust the timing, you're going to end up ruining that engine and ruining that chain and all them components. And if you have to buy them all, it can get pricey. The other thing is, make sure that you do your tune-ups when you're supposed to. Let's do these tune-ups about 80,000 miles on every car is what you should be doing them at. Do your tune-up, bite the bullet, pay the price, and get it done at a professional shop. Don't try to let the neighbor do this. This is not a neighbor's job, okay? Your neighbor can help you rotate your tires, and that's another thing we're going to talk about. Rotate your tires regularly on these Ford F-150s, and it will save you in the long run. You'll get all the life out of your tires that you're supposed to get. Really, that's about all the issues you're going to have. Any other issues that you might hear of are usually due from lack of maintenance, extreme duty service, or people abuse their vehicles. It really hurts. Hurts my feelings when I see somebody abuse a truck. I don't like it. It hurts my feelings. So on your 2009 F-150, just make sure you're doing your maintenance like you're supposed to be doing it on time. Please be on time. We love it when you're on time. Even the Chevy guys will love it when you're on time. All right, so let's make sure we're on time. Everybody got that? We're on time. All together now? On time. That's what we like to see about maintenance. And that'll make sure that your 2009 F-150 will give you many miles of happiness.
I want microwave brakes.
Okay, today's Law Dog Bite of the Day. Don't get bit by the man because he's looking for you, especially if you're going too fast. And you know what I'm talking about. You know who I'm talking about, you Chevy guys always thinking you're so fast. Now, 1 to 20 mile an hour is going to get you a $120 ticket. So 1 to 20 miles per hour over is going to get you a $120 fine. And that's all you're going to get, okay? But I don't want to give the man no more money than I have to. If you're going 21 to 30 miles per hour, you're going to get a $140 ticket. $140 ticket. $140 ticket. That's for you Chevy guys too. And I know you Dodge guys are back there out there somewhere in the back. You're going to get that ticket too. Now, 30 miles an hour to 34. And I'm going to explain that in a second because I know you're saying, why not 35? Up to 34 miles per hour, you're going to get a $160 ticket. $160. I I mean, we're getting real close to a lot of money here. Because to me, $120 is too much money. You gonna agree with me? Ford, Chevy, Dodge. We can leave the Toyota guys out of this. Their trucks don't go that fast. I'm just joking. I'm just joking. So check this out. 35 miles an hour. That's where we're at. 35 over the speed limit. What's going to happen? Oh, baby. You are getting a Class A misdemeanor. You're going to pay $2,500, up to $2,500 in fines, and you can go to jail for a year. You really want to do that? Do you? I don't think so. Don't do it. So make sure you're at your local track where you're going to go that fast. The only time I want to see you going that fast is if you're headed to the hospital and your wife's had a baby. Got it?
I want my cool wave brakes.
All right. The last thing we're going to talk about on your 2009 F-150 is the price. Now listen, there's a lot of trucks out there with a lot of different mileages on them, so you're going to have to gauge this yourself. But your truck that you're spending money on for a 2009 F-150 should be in the vicinity of $13,000 to $18,000, somewhere in there. It's going to vary a lot on it. If it's a two-door, if it's a four-door, if it's a four-wheel drive, if they, bounced it off the trees in the mud and ran it through hauling every horse in North America, you got to make sure you're getting the one that's right for you at the price that's right for you. Now, these prices are going to vary. These are prices in the St. Louis metro area. All right, tonight's show brought to you by AP Cigar. And you're going to go see Mike Weller over there. He has a top line of cigars that are second to none. If you ain't getting your cigar from Mike, you're doing it wrong. So check out the number at the bottom of the screen and give him a call. Another sponsor tonight, MrTaillight.com. He's in Edison, Ohio. You want to go check him out. You want to see Steve. Tell Steve I sent you. The number's at the bottom of the screen here. Give him a call. He's got all your body parts, light kits, tail lights. And soon to come, he's even going to have some of these awesome cool wave brakes. All right, that's all we got time for tonight at this episode of Dove Tech Talks.